A significant number of supporters gathered around the election office in Rajagiriya today to support the presidential candidates who submitted their nominations. Independent candidate President Ranil Wickremesinghe arrived among the crowd and sought their support for his victory. Ranil Wickremesinghe will contest the election under the gas cylinder symbol.
Today everyone has come here, some by bus, others by van. You are having your meals. Why? In a country plagued by fuel shortages, there are no fuel lines today. In a country suffering from food shortages, there are no food lines. Even the medicine shortage that once plagued us is no more. We have funds now. There is relief. Life is manageable. But challenges remain. You might need to take out a loan. Salaries might be insufficient. Living conditions might be tough. I understand this. I am sorry and frustrated about it. I am angered by those responsible. The political leaders of this country abandoned their duties and allowed the situation to deteriorate. No one has taken steps to address this. Today we are addressing these issues. We have increased government employees' salaries by 10,000 rupees starting in January. We are working to reduce the tax burden on the middle class. That work is underway. Plantation wages have been increased. Private sector salaries have also seen an increase. The economy is beginning to recover. That is why we must continue this program. Let us sustain this initiative for another 2 or 3 years and we will establish a new economy that fosters prosperity and strength. I will secure your future with the efforts we undertake today. Grant me your mandate. I also promise a future for our youth. We can do it, Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka පුළුවන් ජනතාව ජය වේවා.
A large group of party members welcomed Sajith Premadasa, the presidential candidate of Samagi Jana Balawegaya. Members of Parliament and electorate organisers from Samagi Jana Balawegaya were also present to greet their candidate.
ගරා වැටුණු අපේ දේශය ජන ජීවිත ලක්ෂ 220ක් ජනතාව ගත කරන දුකෙන් මුදවා ගන්නා සැමට සෞභාග්‍ය ලැබෙන සැමට සංවර්ධනය උදා කරන.
Our nation is in despair. We aim to alleviate the suffering of 22 million people. At this pivotal moment, I affirm that the Samagi Jana Balawegaya's mission is to win over 22 million people through your support. We declare that our team will prioritize the nation and dedicate everything to the principles of Sri Lanka first. We will empower the people, uphold the laws and recover stolen assets.
රටේ නීතියට ගරු කරන අහිමි වුණු දේපල සම්පත හොරා කාපු සල්ලි ටික නැවතත් වරක් මේ රටට ලබා ගන්න පොදු ජන යුගයේ අපි ක්‍රියාත්මක කරනවායි කියන එක ප්‍රකාශ කරමින් අද අපිව ශක්තිමත් කරන්නට නම් ලෙසින් පැමිණි ඔබ සියලු දෙනාටම ජය වේවා ජය වේවා ජය වේවා.
Members of the National People's Power gathered near the Rajagiriya flyover to welcome the party's presidential candidate Anurakumara Disanayaka. Members of Parliament from the NPP and affiliated parties also joined them.
අපේ සම්මුතිය තිබෙන්නේ අපේ ගිවිසුම තිබෙන්නේ මේ රටේ ජනතාවත්.
Our commitment is to the people of this country, yet we see numerous new agreements being signed that do not align with the interests of the people. How many parliamentary positions are these parties securing? How many candidates are they fielding? We now witness negotiations over ministerial positions and electoral organizers. People who say that they stand for the protection of cricket and those who they said were destroying cricket are now on the same stage. Those who stole public property and those who promised to punish these thieves are now standing on the same platform. Those who advocated for dismantling family power and establishing independent policies are now also sharing the same stage. The public recognizes that a political change is necessary. The 21st of September will mark the end of this era of politics. This is your chance to transform the country.
මේ තමයි මේ රටේ ජනතාව දිනන ඡන්දය. මේක තමයි මේ රට විනාශ කරන ඡන්දය.
A group of supporters for Sri Lanka Podujana Peremuna's presidential candidate Nama Rajapaksa gathered near Saranamawatha in Rajagiriya. The MP received a warm and enthusiastic reception.
I am entering this presidential race with the goal of winning. We firmly believe in our ability to implement modern policies and economic policies to safeguard the people and the country. I invite parents and children and the youth of this nation to join us in reshaping our country to meet the demands of the modern era while also preserving our cultural heritage.
The leaders and members of the Sarvajana Balaya Alliance were near the election office to support their presidential candidate, Dilith Jayavira. He submitted his nomination papers for the presidential election as the candidate of the Sri Lanka Communist Party.
Gathering and marching in large numbers contravenes election laws, which is why we requested that you not assemble here. Nonetheless, I deeply appreciate your presence here today. Nuwan Bopage, the presidential candidate of the Socialist People's Forum, received a warm reception from political representatives and activists of the People's Struggle Movement. We are not merely presenting a candidate, we are offering a vision of hope for our country. Our left-wing program aims to radically transform the economy, moving away from exploitative and profit motives. We propose to sever ties with the IMF and address issues relating to Indian influence and colonization. Our plan is designed to rescue our people from hardship.
Janaka Ratnayaka, the presidential candidate of the Eksat Lanka Podujana Party, also addressed the media following the submission of his nominations.
2 objections were filed against my nominations, but these were dismissed by the Election Commission. I believe this reflects a fear among certain individuals because I am a staunch advocate for truth, justice, and the fight against corruption. I speak boldly, which is why we decided yesterday to bring those who have accepted bribes to justice. Our current political landscape is troubling. After 75 years, Sri Lanka faces economic ruin due to the actions of these politicians. To resolve this, I call on everyone to support an independent candidate like me.
Views were expressed by various presidential candidates who have submitted their nominations.
We challenge you to defeat us. Our goal is to establish a clear and effective government that will truly build the nation. Unfortunately, everyone here is tainted with corruption. None are exempt. I acknowledge my own flaws, but we are committed to addressing corruption, which has been rampant and unchecked.
මේක අන්ලිමිටඩ් මේගොල්ලෝ කරා. කවදාවත් නැති විදියට එක අපේක්ෂකේ ප්‍රවර්ධනය කරන්න ඩමි කැන්ඩිඩේට්ස්ලා නැත්නම් රූකඩ අපේක්ෂකයෝ විශාල සංඛ්‍යාවක් දාලා එක් තැනැත්තෙක් වෙනුවෙන් 15 දෙනෙක් 20 දෙනෙක් වගේ ඇවිල්ලා හිටියා. ඒගොල්ලෝ නිකන් කල්ලි කණ්ඩායම් වගේ චණ්ඩි වගේ තමයි එතන කල්ලි ගෑයිලා හැසිරුනේ. ඉතින් මම කාරුණිකව ඉල්ලනවා මැතිවරණ කොමිසමට මේ පිළිබඳව මින් ඉදිරියට මේ කටයුතු වලදී විනය රකින්න. මොකද ජනතාවට විනය රකින්න කියලා අපි ඉල්ලන්න පෙර අපි විනය රැකලා පෙන්වන්න ඕන.
තුමාව ගෙනාවු මෛත්‍රීපාල මහත්තයා සජබෙට යන කතාවක් තියෙනවා.
ඔව් එහෙම ගියොත් හොඳයි කියලා හිතෙනවා.
Now everyone is going door to door, addressing people as brother and sister. Yet none of these individuals have genuinely served the people. They are simply seeking the people's mandate. If they can offer something tangible, like a broom for distribution, that would be great. The mandate should be granted based on real contributions. Regardless of who wins, the country will not overcome its current crisis. By 2027 and 2028, we may face an even deeper crisis. To recover, we must deviate from the neoliberal path that we have followed and move towards a governance model aligned with socialist principles as seen in friendly nations. We should not operate in isolation but work collaboratively with the world to address common challenges. Sri Lanka is a precious asset. Every 5 years, a few families plunder this treasure. We must prevent this theft from happening for the 6th time. There will be no sanctuary for the distressed if this continues. We are currently in the Mariana Trench and will continue to struggle unless decisive action is taken. We are ready to embark on a new political journey because the people have firmly rejected the current system. A new approach is essential. We have developed a comprehensive program for this new direction. This is the fundamental foundation that we present at this moment. For 75 years, the people of the North and East have been marginalized. We have voted for 8 presidents, each of whom has engaged with our Tamil leaders. The Northeast people have a distinct identity and our national problem remains unresolved. The people desire to address this issue and support a unified candidate. I am merely a symbol, not the candidate. Even if my name appears, vote for the symbol. We have chosen the conch shell as our symbol. Today, for the first time in our 200-year history, the Hill Country community who have faced denial of citizenship and disenfranchisement stand united to send a powerful message to the world. We will rise again and actively participate in the presidential election of this country.